Will there finally be a competitor for Meta's Horizon OS for the Meta Quest headsets? Perhaps. Now there's Google with Android XR. And that's gonna be pretty interesting, I think. So they had something like a developer conference where they showed a lot of code stuff, and so that's pretty boring for us. But they also showed some small scenes how Android XR will look like with the new headsets. I think they made it with the new Samsung Android XR headset and so on. Yeah, so you can do the same like with Meta Horizon OS or even with the Apple Vision Pro OS. So you can install apps from the Google Play Store, you can use that, you can do hand tracking, face tracking, you can play games and all this stuff. And they showed some cool scenes, and we will check this out in this video. It's gonna be very interesting. My name is Thomas and you're watching VoodooDE VR. Let's have some fun with the video and let's go.
VoodooDE.
Okay guys, Android XR. So a lot of stuff from this conference is for developers. They're talking about code and so, but they also have some really interesting stuff. For example, here we can see this is the Jetpack XR SDK. That means this is by Google. Yeah. So for example, if you have an app in your Play Store, you can transform it to a 3D environment or a 3D app. And this in a pretty easy way with all of this stuff here. Scene Core, AR Core, Material Design, Compose. Could be very interesting. And then I will scroll a little bit through all that stuff. Here, this is what you can also do with Android XR. Jetpack, what we just talked about. And then we have an Android XR emulator for Android Studio. Then we also have an Android XR extension for Unity. As we know, many VR games are made in Unity, so this is gonna be interesting. We have WebXR. There are also some web experiences for also on the Quest. There are WebXR games and so on, for example. And then we have OpenXR support, which is very interesting, really. There we can do a lot of stuff, a lot of VR games. That's great. And I think they also show where we can. You look at this. There's an environment. This is the first glimpse how it could look. A weather app, for example, or so. Looks interesting. We can also change the environment. Immersive pass-through. Do you see that? We can use hand tracking, of course. Here, look at this. This is there's a Chrome browser. We have different windows that we can open here. Absolutely interesting. Here, this is how we can control Android XR. We have eye tracking, we have hand tracking, voice control. We also have keyboard and mouse, so we can work with all the Google apps like Google Drive, Google Docs, Google Sheets, and whatever they use, and controllers. So we also have normal VR controllers where we can play all the games. How cool is that? Yeah, here's with OpenXR and Unity. Look at this. This is the home space. We can open the windows here. Here we can share photos, for example. Here's perhaps the main menu, or here's a Google Maps, and we can have them all pinned wherever we want. We can install all the mobile apps, we can drag them, we can pinch them and zoom them and whatever we want with normal Android apps. How cool is that? Transition to full screen, you can go for full screen in all the apps as well. Spatial environment, spatial panels and orbiters. Cool, this is a video call app, and you see all the buttons here and the user interface. I love it. It's pretty cool, right? There's a lot of code here that's not so interesting for us. Material design, more code, even more code. Let's see something else here. And here you can do full space, home space, and of course the same apps on your phone and tablets. You can transform it everywhere in a hopefully pretty easy way. Orbiters, that's what I saw here, these cool user interface bubbles. That looks pretty good. And hopefully you can control them very good with hand tracking or so. Wait, a lot of stuff is for developers, of course. Here's also, again, how you can develop that with these elements. You need all the elements. Component system. This is interesting. This is interesting. So Meta tried to have tracked objects in mixed reality, and then you can move them. But they still didn't implement it. I think they announced it 2 years before, but it's still not integrated in Meta Horizon OS. But Google will do it from the beginning. So you can move a virtual globe on your real desk to another desk or so, and that represents, for example, another app or so. Yeah. How cool. 3D models, spatial environments, of course. Here, yeah, you can see that you have a virtual desk or chair scene viewer. Yeah, more code. I love the user interface, by the way. That looks really good, right? What do you think? Here, immersive theater environment. Yes, we don't even need big screen or something like that. They have integrated theater environment in Android XR. So yeah, you saw that it was, for example, Amazon Prime, but you can also of course, use your own movie files and so on. 3D will also be supported. Skybox. Yeah, that's for developers, of course. Look at this here. Augmented reality stuff. Here, look. Nice. You can measure stuff. Yeah, these are examples of augmented and mixed reality apps. For me, it's very interesting. Stereo video, of course. Perhaps that's what Apple called spatial video. I don't know. We have YouTube, of course. Oh, wait. I think there was camera. Look at this. Wait. I wanted to show you the... Give me a second. Let's stop it. Here. That's a user interface. Look at this here. That's the main... I would say it's the main menu of Android XR. So this is what we really know from our smartphones or from our Android phones. For example, I have the Google Pixel, and it looks the same like this. And that's really interesting for me because I have everything in Google, like my calendar. I also work with that, with the Google Sheet and Google Docs and so on, with my calendar, Google Maps. So everything is here, Google Photos as well, the Chrome browser, the settings. And this, we have a copy in Android XR. I love the interface. That's really good. Here's the calendar connected to the Team Syncs, the video call app. Wow. The conference app. Look at this Google Meet. Here, look at the avatars. Look at he has face tracking. That's interesting. So it seems there's also like face tracking. I don't know. Here, wait, stop it here. You see that? We have the Google Play Store, and look at this here. We have the VR apps. We already have Demio, for example. How cool is that? In the Google Play Store. Here, Amaze VR. They will likely have a lot of apps because the Google Play Store is huge. It's huge, and we can just install it from there. But we can also use every other... Wait. Before... we can also use all other normal apps. They have the flat screen then, and then we can watch it in 3D. But do you also see something here? Look at this here. This is virtual desktop, guys. Do you know what that means? We can also play all the Steam VR games likely. Woohoo! Half-Life Alyx incoming. Wow, I'm impressed. I'm really impressed. I think that's it so far. Yeah, here's the cinema scene. We can do Prime or whatever we want. We can use everything. I love the environment. Look at this here. And now look at the edges here. They will switch it to another scene, I think. Yeah, look at this. They switch from mixed reality to virtual reality. Like with the Apple Vision Pro, with this crown. You can change that. How cool. So they integrated everything, what we have with all the platforms. Everything is integrated. From playing VR games with controllers, over working, mixed reality, watching movies, everything. I'm very, very impressed. I'm very, very impressed, guys. So that's it so far. There's not much more they show. But now the question is, what do you think? What do you think? I'm impressed. I love the style of the interface. I love what they already showed, all the apps, all the things you can do, the mixed reality, all the controls that we have, eye tracking, hand tracking, face tracking, voice tracking, whatever tracking, even with the controllers and so on. That is gonna be a blast. And I can't wait to try the first VR headset with Android XR. And this will be the Samsung headset, right? So as soon as it's there, I will definitely show it to you. And wow. So guys, what do you think? I said it over the last month or even years. Meta needs a competitor. And this one here looks like it could be the first real competitor. It could be. We are not sure, of course. They can also fail. Because let's be honest, Google failed with glasses and also with Daydream. They failed sometimes. And yeah, I really hope this time they will not fail. They will build a nice competition to Meta. And this is gonna be a blast. This could push VR and AR and mixed reality forward. So this is what I'm looking forward most to, Android XR. I'm already a fan. But of course I want to try it. I want to see it, I want to try it. I want to see how many games are in the Google Play Store. And of course, very interesting when you compare it to Apple. So the Vision OS is only for the Apple Vision Pro. So the people are not interested because the Apple Vision Pro is so expensive. But Google Android XR can be ported to every headset they want. Yeah, and that's gonna be, we will have a Samsung headset, we will have a whatever Asus headset, we will have the Play for Dream headset. This will also have Android XR. So this could be a blast. Please, Google, please don't fail. So guys, what do you think? Please write it in the comments below. Do you think they will have success, or will they fail? That's going to be very interesting. Write it in the comments below. Also, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the bell. And see you next time in virtual reality. See ya.
VoodooDE